Jamal Musiala. Welcome to the shit list, brother. Now, we all know Jamal as a top talent for Bayern Munich, but how does this translate to Sorare? Well, looking at Sorare data, it's pretty well, actually. You can see he often goes on elongated spells of hitting those upper greens that we love to see. He has tapered out a bit in recent weeks, but overall, he's a very solid player in terms of Sorare and one that any Bundesliga or Champions setup would welcome into their fold. So what's the issue here? Well, let's look at the midweek Champions League game against Bayer Leverkusen, shall we? Musiala scored a 60, not great, but a decent AA score in a tricky fixture. However, watching the match footage back, we can see that Jamal Musiala hit the framework not once, not twice, not 3 times, but twice. He has hit the post and the bar, which not only does not count as a shot on target in this case, but of course it's also no decisive action. Both chances are fractions away from rustling into the net. So on another day, I'm looking at almost 30 extra points in whatever lineup Musiala is in. So let's go and check that out, shall we? Podium. I was fractions away from podiuming this midweek. My first podium of the calendar year, that would have been, in fact. But Musiala instead decided to fuck all of my shit up. So clearly he's washed and no one should ever buy him again on the game of Sorare. Super fucking sad, really, as I nailed my captain choice in Rafinha. Kane got a double decisive. 40 AA scored from Koundé in the end there. And a clean sheet from Jan, the man in between the sticks. You know, if that's how he identifies as a man, we can't know for sure. But I guess we'll just assume he is. So all things considered, Musiala truly let this team down for this midweek game week, and I checked every other team on the leaderboard above me, and not a single one had Jamal Musiala. So if he does slot home one of those 2 big chances, well, the dream could have become a reality for sure. And I didn't actually check every team above me on the leaderboard, right? Don't go and fact check me here. We're just going to assume that none of them had Musiala, okay? So all in all, we genuinely had chances in what is a very competitive midweek competition, and I've missed out on a star player due to fractions. Fuck maths, as they say. But anyway, we move on, because what else can we do? We can only continue here. So let's see what card I get from my midweek exploits. Okay, let's reveal these cards. Probably going to be worth about £4.80. We'll start with the tier 3 first. This is from the Europa League, so I assume it's going to be a Europa League player. Rangers are in the Europa League. Look at that. John Suter. Hopefully that's good. Let's have a look. He is worth a grand total of about £1.50. I mean, it's a tier 3. That's pretty much what I would expect. So 5 scores, not bad from time to time. That is the perfect epitome of what I would grade a tier 3 player. Sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe less than good. So let's move on to the next card. And this is the big one, right? A tier 2 from the Champions League. So in theory, a champion player could be in here, should be in here. We've got a forward from Portugal for AC Milan. That's not Rafael Leao. No way. He's a tier 2? What? Shit. I feel like that's really good for a tier 2, no? I'm confused. Let's fucking look at the fucker. I mean, in terms of a tier 2, he's 15 quid, so that's definitely more than I would have thought. I would have expected maybe, £8 to £10. I'm more so surprised Rafael Leao is in the tier 2 pool. Have his scores not been great this season? I mean, they look pretty damn good to me. He's a forward, right? You're obviously going to get some upper greens mixed in with those lower yellows, right? That's going to be natural in that position. But when he bangs, he bangs. So, yeah, I'm really happy with that. I feel like I've got the top end of the tier 2 pool there. Clearly, that's what's happened. And I'm probably just going to fucking keep him, and put him in some shit. Well, with the current state Sorare's in, what with prices being in the bin, I'm not a rapper, I feel like I've got to be quite happy with that. So this is a rare W for me on Sorare. What a time to be alive. What do we do now? Well, here's some teams for the weekend, I guess. Well, by the time this video is out, the weekend game week would have already began. But anyway, here's my main in-season champion team. It's a Stuttgart and Bayern Munich amalgamation, with Garnacho up top having a favourable fixture against Leicester off the back of a good Europa League win. And obviously the masochist in me has decided it's only right here to captain the man himself, Jamal Musiala, because why the fuck not? I mean, What else would I do? And usually the setup isn't actually too successful, as Stuttgart just flat out refused to keep clean sheets this season. But hey, we're going to give it the good old college try in Division 1. I've got a Premier League Classic team here as well. Cliver and Fernandez are obviously the decisive beasts up top. We're just then heavily relying on Everton managing a clean sheet themselves. Maybe a cheeky decisive or two on a good game week, which they've shown they are capable of from time to time. So hopefully they can do such a thing this week. Another in-season team then. Oh, that's fucking crazy. Another in-season team. Contender is the name of the game. It's Callum McGregor with the big Scottish derby this weekend. Hopefully he decides to turn up for that. He can be a bit hit and miss on Sorare if we look at him here on Sorare data. And then we've got Troyantis as the captain, and he's going to try and get a decisive for me, no doubt. And then the final team that will show off today is a lovely classic challenger rare team. Luton and Burnley gang rise up. Luton are obviously kind of dog shit at football currently, we all know this. It just means they're going to have to fight harder and play better in the battle against relegation, with my Kaminsky and Doughty running the forefront of the team here. Is that words? Do those words make sense? Not really, but we're going to go with it. And of course, we've then got the Lord and Saviour Zian Fleming taking up the captaincy role. There's no other way we can do that, and hopefully he can do what he does best, and that's be good at football. And I hope you'll be good at life, and I'll catch you next time, because I love you.